Get mantra and meditation MP3s at JasonGallant.ca.
An interesting thing comes up in the spiritual journey for many people who have experienced trauma in some way, shape, or form. And of course, I'm not blaming these people at all because they've experienced some pretty horrible things. And the first thing they'll go to in a lot of cases is not trusting. They will not trust anybody or anything. Or at least that's what they'll say to themselves. But when they walk out of their door during the day, they are trusting that the ground is still underneath their feet. They're trusting that their heart will continue to pump, and they're trusting that air will go in their lungs when they breathe. So the reality of life is that trust is part of your nourishment. Now, I'm not saying to trust a tiger and walk into a cage with a tiger, especially if you've got some stakes tied around your waist. It's probably not a good idea. Right? But what I am saying is trust is a spiritual science of receptivity. Be discerning about who or what you trust, but every teacher that you work with, at some point you'll have to decide to trust what they're teaching if you wish to learn from them. If you go to a math teacher and a math teacher says 2 + 2 is 4, and they show you with the blocks and everything, just like they did in grade 1, there's some part of you that has to decide that this is a relevant teacher of credibility and I will trust what they're saying in order for anything to happen. Now, if you decide they're not trustworthy, then move on. But what I am saying is that you will have to decide to trust something in order to become enlightened. Enlightenment has to do with receptivity. And when you receive, you're trusting that which you receive. So mistrust cannot be a spiritual path. Mistrust will lead you to suffering and separation. If that is your solid state that you are always experiencing, right? On the physical level, yes, you have to be discerning about what environments you put this physical body in. But internally, just because the physical body has dealt with trauma, internally, you can still allow in the universe. Allow in that which is greater than you. Allow in extra space or the experience of space. Allow in peace. You see what I'm saying? You are actually trusting that there is something greater than that which you know to be true. Trust is a form of an open mind. When you've had a bad experience and then you choose to say everything is bad after that, and you don't trust anything, you're actually shutting your mind to perceiving that truly of which you're perceiving. You're not really perceiving it, you're just judging it and separating yourself from it. So discernment is important on the physical level. But resistance and rejection is not your natural state. It may be the state of the ego, and it may be the state of the survival of the physical body in some way. Resistance and rejection of certain things. But at some point, even the body has to decide to trust that the food that's entering into it is not poison, or the air that's entering in is not tainted. So maintaining a position of mistrust and rejection will cause suffering and keep you stuck and bound in it. It's a prison. the greatest sages would say, at least I'm sure they would say, trust in that. The great that. The that is. The immortal, unconditional that. The that experience that is here through life, death, through all conditions, pleasure, pain. That which is the background through which all things happen. Allow yourself to receive that. And this will be amazing medicine for the suffering you have experienced. It's like you've become crumpled. Like you're stuck in a flinch based on a situation that happened. And when you unravel that crumple, when you allow yourself to expand, there's this greater peace and tranquility that goes with it. I'm experiencing the wind right now. I'm receiving it. I'm not projecting that there is malice in it. It just is this gentle caress. So receptivity and trust, they go together. And although you may not trust everything when it comes to your physical body, internally, it is very important for you to trust in something greater than your own trauma and present level of perception. And that will be the lifeline for you to become free. I hope this helps you on your spiritual journey. Take care for now.
Are you interested in working with a spiritual teacher in a formal setting? Well, perhaps the Wisdom Life School is for you. If you're interested in checking out what the Wisdom Life School is all about, just go to aratima.com.